y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Misty and my name is Speculative Magpie, and we're here to talk about books and things and do a book tag. Now this book tag's a little different. It's one I've made for myself. I had wanted to do some book reviews this weekend, but this week I have developed an eye infection, and the lovely little, drops and salve that I have to use makes it really hard for me to see anything, makes my vision blurry. So I haven't really read much this week. Halfway through like 2 books so far, but nothing finished enough to do like an actual review on. So I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, I could do some book tags. And I was like, what kind of book tag do I want to do? I want to do something Halloween-y, but I haven't really found anything Halloween-y, so I decided to make my own. So I'm not going to tag anybody, but feel free to take it and run with it if you want. So yeah, let's get started. This is the Candy Bag Spooky book tag. Basically, it's all the candy you can find in your trick-or-treat bag at the end of the night. There are 5 prompts with a bonus prompt, and let's get started. Okay, I'm probably going to use stickers and put the books up here because some I've lent out and probably won't ever get back, and some I've turned into the local used bookstore to get credit for more books. So yeah. So prompt 1 is Candy Corn, a book you like but no one else seems to. Now this book was going around BookTube when it came out. I got it through Nightworms, which kind of upset me a little bit because it wasn't an indie book, but it's Later by Stephen King. I loved this book. I thought this book was really fun. It was short. I like the little throwback to it. Just the characters were awesome. I just really enjoyed Later. Thought it was a fun book, and I gave it, I think, a 4 out of 5 stars because it was just something I enjoyed reading, and I don't think too many people actually enjoyed it. Which, hey, that happens. I definitely like books that a lot of people don't enjoy, but that's the one that kind of came to my mind for that prompt. The next prompt is Wax Fangs. The idea of the book seemed amazing, but once you opened it, it kind of was useless, which means I really didn't kind of know what to do with it once I opened it and started reading it. And that, unfortunately, was Bentley Little's The Haunted. Now, I really wanted to love this book. I'm not giving up on Bentley Little yet, but this book was just not good for me. I did not enjoy it at all. It was just weird, and which I'm fine with weird. This book was just not what I was looking to read, and it started off really good with the first 100 pages being really creepy, and then it just took a weird turn, and I was just not here for it. So yeah, that is for that one. Twix, 2 books with similar plots that you enjoyed. All right, so for that one, we are going to do graphic novels, okay? And I enjoyed these 2 graphic novels very much. I don't think I did a review on one of them, but I know I talked about Something is Killing the Children. This is volume 2. I don't think I've done a review on that. Let me know if you want to hear what I thought about volume 2. And then the other one, which I'll put up like right here, is The Exorcisters. And the reason why these are similar is they both deal with smart women who know much more than everybody else around them about what's going on, and dealing with how to fight the supernatural and protect people from all the bad, scary things that happen at night. And these books were awesome. I definitely thought Something is Killing the Children is a 5 out of 5. If you haven't read this graphic novel, pick it up. Erica Slaughter is just seven different kinds of awesome. And Exorcisters deals with two twin sisters who basically are exorcists and paranormal investigators. If you have a problem, call them and they will take care of it for you. One, of course, is the happy-go-lucky, cheerful, and then one is the dark, gothic chick. And they basically help when they can. But the thing about both of these is there's an underlying plot of, are these women really there to help, and could their alternative motives be, which I found interesting and gave the characters some depth. And then after that is Gummy Body Parts, a book that was gross but you loved it anyway. That's easy. I'm gonna put the picture up here. Flesh Gothic by Edward Lee. I loved that book so much. That book was just disgusting and foul and just gross and silly, and I just laughed out loud when I was reading it. I don't think I've read another Edward Lee book since then, which I need to get on that, because I definitely want to read the two that I have on my to be read pile. Definitely need to pick him up, but I just thought Flesh Gothic was just a riot. And I don't know what that says about me, but the characters were just so over the top and ridiculous. And the monsters and the bad guys, it was just like, what the fuck is even happening in this book? In fact, that was the one book that I think I mentioned it in my review video, where I actually went online and typed into a horror group I'm a part of on Facebook, like, am I supposed to find this book funny? Because I am finding this book hysterical. And everybody was like, yeah, that book you're supposed to find funny. And it's not even one of his worst ones. It's just his mainstream book. And I'm like, well, holy shit, if his mainstream book is like this, I can't wait till I get into one of the others. But yeah, Flesh Gothic was just definitely out there. All right, prompt 4, Sweet Tarts, a book that ended up surprisingly wholesome. Now, I thought about this one. As far as horror books go, it's hard to find a wholesome horror book. Darcy Coates comes close. You have like Craven Manor and stuff. But then I try to think outside of the box, as much as I love Darcy Coates. So I came up with The Misfits by Hunter Shea. And let me tell you why. That book it's heartbreaking, it's horrifying, it definitely has this creep factor, very gory, just, out there kind of book. But without spoilers, there's also friendship, sacrifice, putting others above yourself for the greater good, and just basically circling back to friendship. There's some themes in that book that were and the ending was very sad, but still worth the read, and I think kind of sweet. So yeah, that's my answer for Sweet Tarts, the spooky book that you found surprisingly wholesome at the end. And let's see. Book 5. The Apple with Razor Blades. A book you didn't expect to be so scary, but ended up terrifying you. And this is where I'm going to talk about Darcy Coates, because I just recently did a review on it. But The Haunting of Lee Harker by Darcy Coates, that book fucking terrified me. Seriously, it did. It messed me up for like 2 days. It's like lights were on, and every sound in the house had to be like investigated. And it was just a haunted house story. But it was just the way that Darcy Coates sometimes describes like like what's going on and what's happening to our characters can just be incredibly terrifying. And that book was very terrifying. And then let's talk about the bonus question. The bonus question is The Candy Tax. And The Candy Tax is the book that, well, you know, when you go trick-or-treating and you come home, parents, myself included, would take a candy tax, you know. We didn't do all the work, but we would take a couple of the Reese's Pieces and some of the stuff in there from the kids for candy tax. So for the candy tax, the prompt is, give us a book that you wish other people would read. And for that, I am going to say probably vampires. I'm going to post it up here. Now, this is a 1990s horror vampire novel, and it is one of my favorites. There was a movie made of it in, like, I think the early 2000s that, while fun, was nothing like the book. And I just love the characters in this book. They're so genuine and so fun, and when bad stuff happens to them, it just breaks your heart. And it's just such a good book. And it's definitely dated. When you pick it up and start reading it, you can't get past that fact. But definitely Vampires is a book that I think everyone should read. So like I said, there's my tag, and I am not tagging anybody in it because, again, stuff like that makes me nervous. So if you want to do the tag, I will post the prompts down below and you can do them. If you do them, I don't know how it works, but could you let me know that you did them? Maybe post in a comment to this video so I can go back and watch your answers, because that would be really fun for me. So again, thank you. Thank you for coming back to my channel so we could talk about some books and things. Thank you again for over 100 subscribers. I really appreciate that so much. And if I don't see you before Halloween, which is my wedding anniversary, I want to wish you guys a happy Halloween, happy Samhain, and I hope you have a good day. Bye, guys.